Good morning. Let's give this a go. I got up at 7:30 and it's like 2 hours later and I don't know what I have done this morning. A lot of my morning time goes to. And she hunkers down to go to sleep in her tent. And then I sit down to do a reading, pull out the yoga mat to meditate or whatever. And she pops right up, and she's right there waiting for me to sit down so she can get into the lotus. She's pretty awesome. Yeah. So I made the massive mistake of looking at social media and following news posts and such yesterday, and I am well aware of the state of the world and I am up to speed on current news. But again, I brought this up in an earlier posting. The energy behind the posts is so awful. It is a variety of flavors of shit. Forgive my language. And the tone of the news. Some of the more positive posts are better. They're way better. But even seeking those out, it felt like they were just hopelessly, and this is a metaphor, they just felt like the positive posts were hopelessly pulling against this tide of negativity. So I want to caution, really emphasize caution for everyone in mediating what you look at. I highly recommend putting a time limit on how much you check the news. 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening if you must. Probably once a day, 2/3 of the way through the day, I don't know, midday, before dinner is ample. You don't want to go to sleep with this crap in your head. And by crap, I don't mean information, I mean, and always look for real information, but by crap I mean the energy, the mindset. I mean, you're working yourself into an emotional state every time you look at this stuff. So anyway, really just want to read cards and want to talk about that. But yeah, that had a real heavy impact on me yesterday. That coupled with my personal work situation, which is, as I have mentioned, is not, it's not that it's not good, it's gone. And there's some energy behind that. Full disclosure, one of the things I've discovered as I learned to read tarot cards is that I'm very perceptive of energy. And by energy, you can interpret that in many ways. And for you, I don't know what that means. For me, what it means is the energy of intent. So what is someone's intent? What is the intent behind something? So like when I'm talking about the news posts being really, it's like the intent is to get you emotionally involved and emotionally wound up so that you are addicted to the news, essentially, right? They want you to come back to get more. Negative posts about government make you mad, and you want to get back on and look at those posts again to see what they, is he gonna get his, and then that puts you in a state of like focusing your energy on someone else and what they're doing. So yeah, the situation with my work, the intent, the energy behind the layoffs is really awful. It's really hard because it's become very personal, and it's clear in the behavior that it's personal. So I had a day like that, and then I looked at the news, and oh my God, yeah, I set myself up for some raw feelings. Oh my goodness, not raw feelings. Let us see what the cards say today. And I mention all of this because I know that everybody's going through variations of something similar. We're all going through our own version of it. Shoulder to shoulder, change is a blowing in the wind. And I'm fine with change. I mean, this a little bit more. We have a fuzzy obstacle. You can't see it. She's out of frame, but Petunia is a living barrier to the space of space where I normally plop the cards. Can you see her tail popping up? Is she? Oh, okay. What can we talk about today? Good. This looks nice. Yeah. Wow, this popped up pretty strong. All right. You are really right where I want to be. Okay, so our first card here is the Eight of Wands. Underneath that is the Fool. Eight of Wands is messages, fast motion, communication over the wire. Fool is new start, clear mind, fresh attitude, leap of faith. Well, that's nice. With our action being a Page of Wands, which is fresh start, fresh attitude, new beginnings, first step on a new path. And underneath, the underpinning energy is Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Sorry, my emphasis was wrong on that sentence. Page of Swords. And Page of Swords is also communication, news delivered over the wire. It can also be deception and lies. All right. She's giving me back a little spot here. Let's see if I can reclaim some real estate. All right. I'm gonna get a couple of clarifiers on this. Okay. I love how when I talk, sort of free form, and then pull the cards come up kind of on topic. So, top card, Eight of Wands, that's the direction the energy is moving from the energy of the Fool. Clarified by the High Priestess, sorry, brain went blank. And the way I clarify with this particular spread is I look for visual cues or the suit or, just something obvious to indicate what the card, which direction we're moving. And you'll notice the High Priestess is pointing upward. That is supported by fortitude or strength, which is the number 8, which corresponds with the Eight of Wands. Did I pull this? This is a Fool, is our bottom card, moving from upward from the Fool. And our supporting energies, or our action energies, are Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, which is really a terrific combination. And you can see this has just happened to be the way I threw them on the floor here, is how the motion encompasses, like the graphic encompasses both of the figures. So it's like moving from new energy to more mature and focused energy. And then the Page of Swords, which is an odd card to me in this deck. Everything is so detailed, and then this card is so plain. And it's the only card in the deck that's like this. It's like some graphic was forgotten. I mean, I presume it's intentional. And that is underscored by the 10 of Cups. Okay, so let me talk through this, and I will move on. This looks like it's going to be a long reading, and I've got just a few minutes. So Fool is being open-minded, clear-minded, and ready to receive new information, and the new information is coming. And so rather than just being going with the opposing energy, which is the Page of Swords, 10 of Cups energy, that is receiving news that triggers emotion. Okay, that's big emotion for, I mean, the Page is like a little guy, and 10 of Cups is all of the feelings all at once. Okay, so that is news that triggers things. And the Fool is, you know, susceptible. He's foolish. He takes it all in. He's a sponge. He's a seeker, and so he's willing to take it all in. The 8 of Wands coming in. This is real news, and this is news with integrity, real information, and it is maybe some secrets are coming to light. It may also be spiritual. You know, like you're going to understand something on a spiritual level, but whatever it is, it's private, it's internal. And Strength is saying, yeah, maybe this is something that has been kept back, or something that you will keep to yourself, an internal understanding. I suspect that this is going to be public, though. I'm not predicting or forecasting anything. I think that really what this is saying is like, look for the real deal, look for real information. Know it when it comes in, because you have the intuition. You feel it. You feel it right here. That is authentic. That is the real thing. So that is the energy we're going to be moving into. And our method of getting there is step by step. Page of Wands is also messages, news. It's sharing news, receiving messages. So the Page and the Knight particularly is very fast, and that's getting information very quickly. But the Knight of Wands can be very hasty. Page of Wands is more methodical. So because it's starting out, he or she is starting out. I mean, look, you know, in Trungles' deck, it's just waking up. And here the Knight is, you know, full blown on the big bird flying through the air. So just waking up, being aware, and being more selective. And that has to do also with delivering the messages. When you spread things, you know, take a second and restrain the speed, the haste with which you share information. I know that I got some bum information about the situation, and I immediately shared it with all my friends, and one of my friends immediately shared back, this is bad information. So, you know, you want to authenticate things, but also be aware of how information will make people feel. And that goes for our daily communication too. I'm not just talking about the news. We can be, I think everybody is being phenomenal the way we're treating each other online. But I've also seen some vitriol. So just be aware that, you know, little things can tip the scale for someone's day, backwards and forwards. I like the Page of Wands as our undercurrent, or as our motivational energy, because it's fresh. It's willing to try something new, to see how to balance this out. I'm out of time. I will catch you later this evening with some music.